It's about time, it's about time. Well, hello and welcome finally to the vlog. I'm back, people. I'm sorry, it's been a bit crazy few weeks. Flo's not been very well. We had the anniversary of losing Dad, and all that kind of stuff just happened. But I'm here now, and a week today, my Christmas novella, Christmas in St Ives, comes out, and it's quite crazy really, because I wrote it a while ago, and then we've been sort of getting excited about it. And if you've seen my posts on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, you'll see that I have a fantastic team of readers and bloggers who have been supporting my book, and they all got it this week, so I'm waiting to see what they all think. So far people seem to have liked it, so that's good. But I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about the story, and just kind of celebrate it really. I think one of the things about being a writer is that you just don't celebrate things. You move on to the next thing too quickly. And so it's just, I think it's nice to kind of stop and go, do you know what, actually I've written this. I've never written a novella before. It's just over 30,000 words. So it's a couple of hours read really. So my novella is a bit different because it's a prequel, which I've never actually written before. And it was nice because I wrote it after I wrote the novel. So I'd kind of created the world of the novel and all the characters, and then I wrote the Christmas in St Ives afterwards and showed what they were doing 3 months before, which is great because there's a lot of, where you meet them at the start of Somewhere Beyond the Sea, there's a lot of stuff that's happened, and it was really nice to be able to tell people about that, because normally when you write a novel, that stuff's in your head. So you get to meet the 4 main characters that are in Somewhere Beyond the Sea. So you get to meet Carrie, who is a primary school teacher, and she's getting ready to do her Christmas production, and the Christmas production is her domain, and it has been her domain for a really long time. And then this really hunky Australian teacher comes in, and the head teacher decides that he's going to help her with it, so she's not chuffed about that. And also she's just broken up with her ex-boyfriend is the deputy head at the school, and it's quite a little school, and everybody knows why they broke up, because he cheated on her, and it's just not the nicest place to be. And so she wants the Christmas play to kind of give her a bit of magic, because she feels like she's lost a lot of magic, and she's been through quite a tough time. And so there's this hunky teacher who everybody thinks looks like Thor. So I've got my Avengers references in there, so I'm quite chuffed about that. Then you have Seren MacArthur, who's actually the main character in Somewhere Beyond the Sea, and she's lost a job, and she's come back. She's working for her dad. He's got a very tiny art gallery just off 4th Street in St Ives, and she's worried about him. He doesn't look well. She thinks he's struggling. She thinks there's things that he's not talking about, and so that starts to come about, and then she gets an offer that might possibly take her away, and she's got to decide what she wants to do. Then you have Agatha Keats, Aggie, who is quite honestly, I had so much fun writing her. She owns the coffee hut on Porthgwydden Beach in St Ives, and she's watching all her friends do amazing things and move on and get great opportunities, and she's starting to think maybe she wants something more than just the business that she's built up. And then a blast from her past comes back. And at the same time, her best friend, and the sort of the last friend in that group, is a guy called Kieran. I think you'll love him. I loved writing as him, actually, because although he's mentioned, he's a big part of Somewhere Beyond the Sea, they all get their own voices in Christmas in St Ives, and I loved writing him because he's such a wind-up merchant, but then he realises that he's falling in love with Aggie, who's his best friend, and he can't quite cope with it. So you've got all of these things going on, and it's set at the backdrop of St Ives getting ready for Christmas. So all the people that live there, all the businesses, getting ready to do this amazing Christmas event, which actually happens in St Ives every year. And there's a lantern parade, and Father Christmas comes into St Ives Harbour on the back of the St Ives lifeboat, and all of this stuff actually happens, which was lovely, because then I was able to kind of really show somewhere that you may think of just as a summer holiday destination at Christmas, and that it's kind of the domain of the people that live there, whereas the rest of the time they share it with tourists. So that's kind of the story in a nutshell. There's romance, there's humour, there's lots of kooky characters who will then turn up in the novel as well. And the nice thing about it is that it gave me a chance to kind of extend that world and sort of introduce you to the characters, so that when Somewhere Beyond the Sea comes out next year, you'll know them and hopefully you'll feel like they're friends, because that's kind of what I hope for all my characters, that when people read the books they feel like they're friends. So if you want to see what happens, you can pre-order Christmas in St Ives right now on Amazon and Kobo. I'm not sure if it's on iBooks. It might be. Go and have a look. And it's really cheap. It's cheaper than a festive coffee. It's £1.89, I think, on Amazon at the moment. That could change if more people go for it. It could go cheaper, I don't know. But it's out on the 19th of October. I really hope you enjoy it. I had a blast writing it, and I think you can tell when an author's enjoyed writing something, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. So that's it for this week. If you've got any questions, I'm going to bring my questions back in the next vlog, then you can tweet me at Wordsmith. You can send me a message, Miranda Dickinson author on Facebook. I'm Wordsmith on Instagram as well. Of course, you can leave a message underneath this video. You can comment. Please subscribe to my videos so that you'll see them all the time. And that's about it. So have a great week. Hope you enjoy the book if you pre-order it. And I'll see you soon. Bye.